Usually this one is YouTube. Kiss me again. What's up, everybody? I'm setting up. What to do here? $47.
Searching for music for your next video? Then you need to check out Artlist. With amazing new music added daily and one simple license that covers all your creative needs. Artlist is the music licensing.
Oh, I love this. Here, I don't know what I'm gonna do. If you fix it. Okay, let's turn it. So, welcome to a conspiracy talk, everybody. We talk a bunch of conspiracies. This is all satire. I'm just having fun and talking out of my ass. You know, so don't take me seriously. I'm just shooting the shit. let's start with that right off the bat. Okay, so how many people here? What was it? The flat Earth thing started like right before the pandemic. It's true. Right before the pandemic, you start hearing about flat Earth. I think flat Earth was like in 2018, 2019. Everyone starts talking about flat Earth. Then you see all these videos coming out of people talking about debunking flat Earth. And the crazy thing about it is, on the one side you got people that started like looking into the Earth not being a globe. And then you have everyone on the other side. Everyone on the other side that is like programmed since they're a child to think the way they think. Including me. Like, I don't remember much of school, but what I do remember is all those all those science books. Excuse me. All those science books I was reading when I was a kid. And all those science books talks about the galaxies, the shape of the Earth and the moon and how everything happened and all this shit. And you're like, wow, you know, my dad bought all these like encyclopedias to learn. And I was like so blown away at like, you know, wow, this is science and all this stuff. And like the more and more you learn about how things work, not from the science, but like from, you know, ancient cultures and, you know, like the Hopi Indians, their idea of how everything started, the Bible, how the Bible talks about how everything started. There's like so many crazy things that people don't look at, but they just go by what they're told as far as how everything happened. So now going back to the flat Earth, when the flat Earth thing happened, and I was like, yo, definitely the Earth is not round. I got what's the word? I got labeled crazy by the family and everyone else. All my friends. If anything, when I went to the bar, I was known as the flat Earth guy. And then all kinds of people come up to me, and they're like, "Oh yeah, if the Earth is flat, why is so and so?" And I'm like, "Yo, I don't have all the fucking answers. I'm just saying, the things that they say, it doesn't add up." You know, think about it, bro. All the things that they tell you, like about the moon being like so far away, but when you look at the moon, it's like right there. You feel like you could like, if you get a plane, you can like fly into the moon, you know, let alone the sun. They tell you the sun is 93 million miles away, which is another lie. Plus, they're like, oh, the Earth is round. You know how? Because when you're at the beach and you see a boat and you see it going away, it's because you know it's curving. It's because your eyes can't see that far. And if you have binoculars, or what is the camera? P1000. I don't know what's the name of the camera. P1000 or whatever. It's the P1000 is the camera with the highest zoom. And coincidentally, now you can't buy that camera anymore. Because all the flat earthers were talking about buying that camera, and that's the camera that can prove that the Earth is flat. You know, because anyone that is at the beach, like, you know, let's say with your eyes, you don't see the boat anymore because it's going over the curve. But if you have binoculars or that camera and you zoom, you can still see that boat, no matter how far it goes. You know, that disproves the flat Earth right there. There's so many proofs But you have to understand the proof is not right there in front of you. Like let's say Google and YouTube and Facebook, they're all like one big uh, group that's connected, you know, so they're all sharing information. Fuck, what was I going with this? Oh yeah, so the truth is not going to be, if they want certain things to be hidden, it's not going to be on the first page. Like let's say you go search flat earth, the truth is not going to be on the first fucking page. You have to really like go searching for it. So I would suggest ask your flat earth friends. They have access to the truth. Don't try to do your independent search because you're gonna find all the misinformation as far as you know, flat earth, what is it, debunk bullshit. Okay, so let's go right into the pudding. The pudding pop. Okay, so right now R. Kelly is in jail, right? And now P. Diddy's in the shit. But as you notice, they didn't, like R. Kelly, they arrested him right away. P. Diddy is like, they want to arrest him, but they can't arrest him, and he's not arrested, but they have one of his mansions or two of his mansions. I don't have all the information, but he's still not in jail. So what I'm thinking is, okay, this is just me. What I'm thinking is, it's like the mafia, right? So let's say you join the mafia, you get all the perks, right? Whatever it is. So now, if they want to run an operation, right? Because it's the mob. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna give one guy the laundromat business, one guy the restaurant that the thing owns. You know, they're gonna give all this shit, and they're gonna find a way to, like, you know, obviously clean the money, let alone do other stuff. So when you're at that upper echelon of celebrity, you're not doing little things. So depending on what you're into, they might get you into something that where you have access to people. In this is, I'm talking about, like, you know, I have to like watch my words. ST or X trafficking. But there's people, and there's, you know, the so depending on what you're into, first of all, if you're into that, if you're in that upper echelon, you're gonna be into some sick shit. Because anyone that is in the spotlight and famous, especially, like, you know, depending on what field it is, they're all into some weird shit, let alone they're all bisexual. That's a given. AKA Harvey Weinstein, you know, P. Diddy, he's sleeping with women and he's sleeping with men. So it's not just him. They're all have, just like Vince McMahon, they all have similar fetishes that they're all doing. Like when you hear about Vince McMahon's court case, right? So not only is he having threesomes with these women, they're having orgies, and he's using these women as far as like when he wants to get a certain wrestler to join, he will send him a woman, one of the women he's got, as like as a sex slave. Literally, that's what it is, as an ex-slave. Excuse me. So it's like when you're a pimp, that's the kind of shit they're gonna do. Or like, you know, if you're no, not again. So they were all doing that kind of shit, especially Vince McMahon, and just like P. Diddy, you know, he had a girl working for him, and he used to send her to do stuff for other people. You know what I mean? It's like a power move, and at the same time, you're making sure everyone's happy. So Vince McMahon was using Vince McMahon was using. So the crazy thing is, like, my only thing, obviously these women are victims, but I'm saying, if you're really a victim, I'm not saying they're not a victim, but I'm just making a point. If you do something that you don't want to do, right, and you do it the first time, obviously you're not going to do it again. So these women that did it for several years, you know, she's accusing Vince McMahon of being a piece of shit, which he is, obviously, clearly. But I'm saying you stayed with him for over a year, you know, So you're saying, oh, he did this. Let's say he did this to me, and it was horrific, and blah blah blah. I couldn't sleep, and next you know, oh yeah, and a week later I saw him again. Like what the fuck? So obviously you're saying you didn't like what was happening, but you like what you were getting in return, because obviously they were getting something in return. They were getting money. They were getting all kinds of shit. So I'm saying you can't play the victim card 2 years later. If you're a victim, and like it happened, you would right away not ever do it again and never talk to that person again. You're not gonna see him a month later. Oh my god! And the worst part, there's dookie involved. They're pooping on each other. Like they were having an orgy with this girl, this and this other guy, which already I'm not down. Like tag teaming a girl, that shit is gross to me. I'd rather have, and if I have my woman, I don't want to share her with nobody. All that shit is some freaky weird shit. Anyone that wants to share his wife, that's some cuck weird shit right there. No man is gonna want to share his woman, even if I have 3 wives. Call me greedy. I don't give a shit. I don't want no one fucking my woman. Come on now. Hold on. When you come to find out, everyone that's going to these orgies, bro, they're like swapping and all this shit. That's how that's how these STDs are spread. That's how these STDs are spread, bro. So stop going to these fucking orgies and don't date any girl that's into gangbangs, bro. Let alone a girl that does OF. A girl that does OF, one, she's selling her body for money, and 2, she has like thousands or millions or whoever, depending on who she is. She's gonna have millions of people messaging her, so you can't date her. That's not a woman you date. It's like a girl saying that she wants to date Lil Wayne. You don't think Lil Wayne has like 20 or 30 girlfriends because he's Lil Wayne? So if Lil Wayne does it, it's fine. But if Ali wants to have 3 girlfriends, oh, what kind of a piece of shit are you? How dare you? But Lil Wayne can say bitch in every song. Ali, why do you say bitch in every song? Why do you say that? It's so offensive. But Lil Wayne can say bitch in every sentence. It's fine. Hey, Ali, why are you comparing yourself to Lil Wayne? You're not Lil Wayne. I'm me, okay? Not that I'm comparing myself to nobody. I'm saying rules apply to everybody. The same shit applies to everyone. Everyone gets the same service. I don't give a shit if you're Britney Spears or fucking Joe Blow. Everyone's getting the same service. Fuck. I don't kiss ass for nobody. This phone's gonna die. Coco, what's up, Coco? Thank you for the favorite, Coco. Hey, I'm in love with the Coco. Coco, subscribe to my YouTube. The phone's about to die. It's at 14%. But Coco, just to show you, we don't play over here, okay? Hey, Coco, I don't have any Coco for you, okay? I don't have Coco. But say hello to, I think, YouTube, and this is Kick. And these are my custom-made phone holders, hey? It's my wardrobe, and this is my living room. Hey, water, hey. So subscribe to my YouTube, okay? I'll see you in the next one. In case the phone dies, I already said bye. Yeah, so yeah, R. Kelly's in jail and P. Diddy's not in jail. And what's his name? Harvey Weinstein. So I wanted to make a skit. It didn't work though, but I wanted to make a skit. So what happens with Harvey Weinstein, right? It's like anytime you're going to meet someone, let's say you're in a modeling agency, right? A good example. You're in a modeling agency and your boss or someone that works there or higher up wants to meet you at 2 a.m. in a hotel. What do you think? And he wants to have a chat. What do you think that means? Okay, so some woman goes up in there. And then when she shows up, he's dressed. And then he's like, yeah, come in, have a seat. She has a seat. He goes and he's like, yeah, let me freshen up. He goes inside, comes back out in a bathrobe, and then he's like, obviously he like flashes her, and he's like, hey, so you want to get the job? You want to be in the job? And most women, you know, so a lot of women, when they got their award for whatever movie they were in, they thanked Harvey Weinstein, and a lot of them had to do favors. You know, they had to play with this cucumber or whatever the fuck, and apparently he has like a really micro penis or whatever. I don't know what it is. So I feel bad for the guy, but anyway, and a lot of women accused him. So I'm not saying he's not a piece of shit, but I'm saying if you, let's say, here's a good example. Let's say you have a meeting with Harvey Weinstein at the hotel, and then you know he's like, you want to be in the movie, and you have sex with him, and then you do the movie and you get the Oscar. So obviously he did his job. He guaranteed you becoming whoever the fuck you're gonna be, and getting an Oscar for being a good actress. Now you can't say 20 years later, yeah, he made me do that. You can't do that. Women always play victim. It's so funny, bro. You don't see men, anytime a man is going through shit, they're like, deal with her, you're a man. But women always play victim, bro. It's so funny, right? And the worst part is like, it's their secret weapon, because women, they're you know, a beautiful woman, her secret weapon is her pussy. You know what I mean? It's like she could move mountains with her pussy. A beautiful woman, especially a 10, she can move mountains with her pussy. It's crazy. Pussy powers activate. She could rope in a millionaire. She won't ever have to work again. She could have 5 boyfriends if she want, and they all would be rich. You know what I mean? Would be rich. So yeah, it's like super. It's like being a guy. Who's that guy that was handsome from? It was like a Superman show. Smallville. Yeah, exactly. Smallville. It was a show about some guy that was Superman. So obviously all the girls were like, oh, they find him so hot, right? If this guy walking downtown, shirt off, and he's like, everyone knows he's from Smallville, you don't think women are gonna be throwing themselves on him, let alone just some guy that is like buff and fit, just walking down the street, women will be throwing themselves on him. That's what I'm thinking, because I've always had problems. I've always had issues picking up women, but I'm working on it. You know, it's a work in progress. It's like I have problems making eye contact with women, having to stare down. I'm talking too much about myself. Yeah. So yeah, I would say to all the women that are complaining about dating douchebags, first of all, that's your decision. All right, that phone's gonna die. So Coco, I say bye to you. Phone, he gonna make a die. Yeah, so I would say if you're a single woman and you're complaining about dating douchebags, next time you see an attractive man, how about you go talk to him? Instead of always waiting for men to come talk to you, because most men don't have confidence, let alone, especially how it is now. We're not only are we scared of rejection, but we're scared how women would act. You know, she could like call the cops and say you harassed her. So, and women complain how men are shit or whatever, but like the demands, it's like not even about a guy's personality anymore. It's about, she's like, I don't like. There was a black guy. She's like, I don't like his shade. I like lighter guys. I'm like, come on, but can you be any more fucking picky, bro? How about personality? It's like, and the guy wasn't fat, so it's like you're just being picky. You're not Britney Spears. You're just a regular woman. That's like she was like a 7 or an 8. So I'm like, how can you be so picky? It's like they complain how the men aren't good anymore, but I'm like, when you have ridiculous demands, you want the guy to have a 6-pack, you want him to have an amazing job, never get mad, always have a smile, you know what I mean, and put you in your place at the same time. You want a fucking psychopath, bro. This is what women want, a psychopath. Because a nice guy, a guy that treats her well, is boring to them. This is the stupid shit. This kind of shit, how it is with women. If you love her, she gets bored. So you're better off not loving her. Because as long as you don't love her, it's the perfect energy or the perfect synchronicity as far as she's always excited to see you. When you love her, it's kind of like, it's weird. It's like, this is my ex-girlfriend. She's like, I love you, I love you. Like, when I'm with her, she's like, I love you. And then when when I'm not there and I call, what do you want? So, you know, plus, let alone, most people are fake, where everyone's too worried how people think and they're not being honest with themselves. Me outside, everyone thinks I'm like the most cocky guy when I walk outside, but actually, I'm like the shyest person. And most of the time, when we go to the bar, I'm like by myself, not talking to nobody because I'm like socially awkward. I just don't know how to socialize with people. But on here, it looks like I'm the I'm living the life. So everyone has issues. Everyone's dealing with stuff. You know what I mean? So don't judge everybody. Yeah, back to Puff Daddy. Oh, speaking of Puff Daddy, so when you look into Puff Daddy, you find out the mansion that got busted, that mansion apparently has an underground tunnel going to the Playboy Mansion. Did you know that? Because the mansion P. Diddy owned, he bought that from some other celebrity. So apparently, back in the day, in the 1970s or whatever, when the Playboy Mansion was built, or the 1960s, whenever it was built, 4 other properties had underground tunnels going to this Playboy Mansion. So just think about it. Apparently, it was in walking distance. So now, already, if you wanted to go from that property or one of the properties that were connected to the Playboy Mansion, already, if you wanted to, it was a 5-minute walk. But they wanted to make sure to make the tunnel underground. So what are they smuggling across from this property to that property? It could be definitely drugs, number one, and number two, it could be people. He es traffic king. You know, it's like, oh, I shouldn't even say that. No, it's good. I'm trying to have a mental filter before I say shit. What's up, ZZ? Oh no, what is it? 228 big boy. What's up, big boy? This is my living room, and I don't live with my mom, okay? But I wanna get. My dream is, you know, God willing, to get a nice house with my mama. I don't know where, but we're gonna get a house. That's the plan. We're buying a house. We're putting it in the ether. We're looking for a house. What's wrong with living with your mama? I don't want my mom to go in an old folks home. I want to take care of my mama. It's my job. She took care of me. My job is to take care of my mama. Oh, this is wrong. If I was, let's say I have kids, and now when I can't support myself, my kids want to put me in an old folks home. Can you be more of a shitty kid? A parent that raised you, took care of you, you know. Now when your parent can't take care of himself, you put them in the old folks home. What? Oh my God. Like my mother said, she's like, I brought you into this world, I can take you away from this world. Oh. So I guess I would say, to start with, like whole conspiracy thing starts with 9/11, right? That's when I got into conspiracies. I dated this girl that was into conspiracies. I was never into like uh, Alex Jones. I never heard of Alex Jones. So I dated this girl, and then she got me into conspiracies. And that's when I heard about the conspiracies about 9/11. And then when you look into 9/11, uh, I believe there was no planes. What's up, Harrison Lewis? So anyone here took the tank? You guys know what I'm talking about, hey? Who over here took the tank? Because it's coming, it's back. It's coming again. The Rona's back. People are putting masks on again. They're outside. It's the dumbest thing is you're outside, walking outside, and you have a mask on. I'm like, if it's in the air, you're already breathing it in. That mask is not doing nothing. It's just an illusion. It makes you think that it's doing something. But I'm like, if it's in the air, you're already breathing it in. Now, number two, when you have that mask on, right? When you have that mask on, when you first you breathe in like a person, if you're a human, you breathe in. Now when you exhale, it's supposed to go away, and then when you breathe in again, it's supposed to be fresh air. But now when you have a fucking mask over here, you fucking dumb. Now when you exhale, it stays there, and now you're inhaling again, and you're rebreathing in, what is it, carbon monoxide? I don't know what it is, but you're rebreathing in the exhaust from your mouth that you're not supposed to rebreathe in. So that's going to affect your respiratory system. You're actually going to damage yourself by wearing this stupid mask, unless you have the one with the breathers. So when you breathe in, like the valves open, you get fresh air, and when you exhale, other valves open, and it lets the air out. You know what I mean? So when the whole Rona thing happened, obviously I was like, this thing is ridiculous. And then the biggest red flag, because okay, you have to understand karmic law. So the people that run the show, they believe in the karmic law. The karmic law means if I'm gonna do something to you, I have to kind of show you what I'm doing. So when I do it, I'm like, the flag, the signs were there, the person didn't see it, thus I don't get no bad karma. You understand? So it's like before 9/11 happened, you would see 9/11 symbolism all over the place in like Beavis and Butthead, their movie fucking poster. It was them in two planes hitting the Twin Towers. There was like other rock bands that their album cover was the Twin Towers. This is years before the Twin Towers stuff actually happened. This is how it works. They have to kind of show you. Even in the movies, they show you. So if you're just looking at everything as far as entertainment, they're winning, because they want you to think it's all entertainment, but they're showing you a lot of truth in these movies and whatever things. For you, if you have eyes to see, you will see it if your eyes are open, or if your third eye is open. The weird. So what I'm getting back to is this. Before the Rona happened, I think there was, at this time, the TikTok lawsuit was happening, where the government was fighting to not have TikTok. You know why? Because a lot of the things that you would not see anywhere else, you would see it on TikTok. But the crazy thing is, the people that run the show, they run both sides of the coin. So they run TikTok too. You know why? Because I saw the red and blue symbolism. The red and blue symbolism is in the symbol of TikTok. Plus, it's there's like a 6 in it, you know. So they run both sides of the show. So on this side they're gonna give you the lies. On this side they're gonna give you the truth, and that's how they win. So if something bad happens, whatever it is, they gave you the truth, and the people that saw it, they're like they didn't believe it. So getting back to when the Rona started happening, you know, CV-19 or whatever, you would see viral videos and synchronized hospital staff dancing. Because all you're hearing on the news, oh, today 60,000 people died because of the so and so, da 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 da. Today, this da da da. You know, that's all you hear in the news. Fear, fear. People are dying. People are dying. It's real. It's real. And then you keep on seeing on TikTok viral videos of fucking hospital staff fucking dancing. And I'm like, yo, how is it possible? Number one, that I keep on seeing these videos, let alone they're allowed to do this. How is the hospital staff allowed to do synchronized dances unless this was videoed in advance? You know, that could be possible. So it's all planned in advance. You're thinking things are happening by coincidence, but it's all planned because they control the media. He who controls the media controls the show, let alone controls the truth. History is his story. He because they want to take you away from a grand designer. They want you to think everything just happened. It's a whole bunch of coincidences. The Big Bang Theory and the theory of evolution. The Big Bang Theory kind of copies the Bible, because in the Bible it says there was darkness and then there was light. But apparently he made the earth in like a couple of days. I don't know the exact details. But I'm saying there's a lot of truth surrounded by lies. I think that's the best way to put it. And that's how they get you. And that's how everything connects with you. Because there's a lot of truth in there, but it's surrounded by lies. Just like Skinwalker Ranch. That whole thing about, because you have to understand, anywhere there's views to be made, there's money to be made. And then people will try to manipulate that to get the money. Just like viral videos of some guy saving a puppy or some guy giving a homeless guy money or doing this shit. It's all about money. So when you understand that shit, everything starts to make sense. Just like the lottery is another fucking scam, bro. I would trust, because there's Ganawagi here where the indigenous Indians live, I would rather trust their lottery than the lottery of Big Bro over here. Because I'm like, think about it. It'd be so easy for them to hire someone to hold a check, and to say he wants so and so money. They're just gonna give him a little money, and they keep it fucking. They keep the program or the idea going that you could win the lottery. And I'm not saying you can't win the lottery, but I'm saying the way they make it look is not the way it is. Nothing is the way it is. Nothing you think is the way it is. A lot of these people that you guys see, like let's say Dan Bilzerian, when this guy started, he went viral because he had tons of women in his videos, right? And the women were acting like his slaves or whatever. But I'm like, if you just break it down, all he was doing is paying these women to be in the video to continue if you break down the law of manifestation, let alone how everything works, if you keep a lie going enough, the lie will become real. So if you make a thing happening, because it's all about perception, right? If you have millions of followers, right, and then you have videos of yourself with millions of dollars or hot women with you, and you keep on doing that, then that perception of reality becomes real because thousands of millions of people or whatever are watching that video. So in their mind, that is real. So when that happens, that can make shit become real, or in their mind that shit is real. But when you understand how our minds can make things manifest, that shit is crazy. So it's like, if you want to win the lottery, I would say, and especially if you have a girlfriend or whatever, have a partner, and if you guys fantasize about it and 24/7 think about it, and you have to, the biggest thing is you have to visualize it. You know, you have to visualize your goals. You have to visualize yourself doing what you love, or what your goal is. You have to visualize it to get it. Like here's the best example. So I got my license at 27, right? I'm 42 right now. Huh? I don't look 42. I look I would say 24 right now. Hey, I don't look 42. So thank you, Jesus. Plus I drink a lot of water, and that is not tap water. What was another one? That shit. Fuck, what was the last thing I thought about? I got drifted off. Kiss me again. I was on a roll and then I forgot. So I started checking myself out. Let's use science. Weird science. Weird science. Where's my life? There we go. What's the time? Can I go back? Oh. The followers, right? And then you have people, whatever. That is real. Yeah, perception. So when that happens, that can make shit become real, or in their mind that shit is real. But when you understand how our minds can, so hey, I love for two right example. So to like yourself doing the visualizing. Yeah, there you go. That's where I was. That's amazing, huh? That's using your brain right there. And so yeah, that's what I was getting back to. If you and your wife or your girlfriend really visualize winning the lottery, you play the lottery every now and then, and you visualize it, and you guys are like, you have to be obsessed. So this is what I was going with. Thank you, God, for me to remember. So now I'm trying to get my license, right? So I was trying to get my license. And at night, all I used to do is like dream or fantasize about driving the car and getting my dream car and like shifting and like it manual, you know, because if it's left-hand drive, you're gonna be shifting with your right hand. So I'm like, yeah, I'm shifting gears, yeah, driving my car, wow. So I had to do the theory and I had to do the driving test.
Do you find some that always?
The theory test, I kept on failing. I kept on failing on the theory test, okay? I kept on failing, and bro, I failed. It's my 7th time. Lucky number 7. My 7th time I passed. I failed my theory test 6 times. And the 7th time I passed. Now we're down to the driving test. I'm driving, and I'm the person's like a Quebecer, so I'm speaking French with the person, and it's funny how when people see me, they're like, you know, clearly an immigrant. They're still. It's crazy how people are still, Quebecers are still surprised that immigrants have picked up French and they're learning and they're speaking French just like them, you know, they're in shock. Especially old people, when they see me speaking French, they're in shock because they're like, wow, how did you learn French? I'm like, well, mostly I didn't really finish school. My friends were all speaking French. That's how I learned. And they're like, wow, you speak French just like us. Anyway, going back to the manifestation thing, you have to visualize your goals. I'm trying to get into that as far as, you know, because your mind drifts off, and you're getting like all these thoughts coming in. You have like thousands or 1,000 thoughts that go through your mind throughout the day. So 10 years ago when I started this YouTube channel, I used to be more focused and driven as far like I used to visualize my goal. Now it's just like I'm like my thoughts are scattered and I'm just perplexed as to why I can't focus as I could before. It's just weird to me. So I have to visualize, not only so your words too. Like let's say I do a lot of karaoke, right? And when you come to realize that your words have meaning and your words have power in the song, if the guy's like I'm this and I'm that, you have to watch what you're saying because you're thinking this is just a fun thing, but you're speaking for yourself. So if you're saying things on yourself, that shit is bringing negative energy to yourself, let alone if you're listening to music that is negative, that has power over you too. Like rap music. Like rap music, bro, when you break that shit down, it's connected to the private prisons. Because the private prisons make money when the more prisoners there is in the prison. And the crazy thing is so it's like each prisoner, this is what they're charging, right? The government is charging us taxes as far as like we're paying taxes for this. Each inmate is costing them approximately $30,000 to $35,000, some shit like that, per year. Okay? So these prisoners are in there and they're getting fed. And the worst part is, I'm sure the food is not amazing, but the government is charging the taxpayer, which is us, for each inmate approximately $30,000. So you don't think if there's a market in there for them to manipulate the system and make extra money, they're doing it, which they already are, obviously. And the worst part is when these guys go into prison, they're doing slave labor. They're getting 10 cents an hour. So when people are like, oh, we were picking cotton and all this shit, and slavery and all this shit, that shit is still going on, bro. You people are still stuck in the past as far as like black people suffer slavery. But now it's still going on. You just don't see it. It's not in front of your face. It's actually right in front of your face. You just don't see it. Because it's under Big Bro. Like when I first came here and I was 13, I came here in 1995, right? And I talk like this. Anyway, I talk like this. And my first job was, I was getting in a school bus with a whole bunch of other kids. And we were going and picking strawberries and raspberries in like a field. And we weren't paying taxes. We just had to make sure we give the bus driver $8 for the ride. Because he used to pick us up and drop us off. And it was like a 2-hour drive to get us to where he wanted. To where the place was. So, so over here we're paying taxes. But back in the day when I first came here, and I bet you that shit is still going on. As far as that school bus that drives a whole bunch of kids, brown kids, to this place to go pick strawberries and raspberries. And when I was picking the strawberries, I was like, one for them, one for me. And it's like off the fucking, like off the flat right there. Not cleaning, not rinsing, just eating it. One for them, one for me. Hey! So I had to fill up a tray that was like this big and a tray like this with like little pouches, little pouches filled up with raspberries and strawberries. It was like $8 for each. And check, they sell that shit right now of a little basket full of strawberries. That shit would be like $10 now. One little basket. So come on, bro. Just like voting, bro. This is what I think about voting. Right here. I'd rather fucking jerk one out than go vote. If you guys really think voting makes a difference, you are lost, my friend. You gotta vote. You gotta vote. I had a fight with some guy, like a virtual fight, as far as like on Facebook, because I made a whole. So you guys need to watch this. Look up George Carlin, which is one of my favorite comedians. My favorite comedians are George Carlin, Patrice O'Neal, and Dave Chappelle. It's my three favorite comedians. So look up George Carlin talking about voting, and then look up George Carlin talking about dumb Americans. Those are two things you guys have to watch. Let alone, check out Patrice O'Neal. Patrice O'Neal is the funniest comedians as far as he inspired me to be funny. Patrice O'Neal, everybody. Rest in peace. Yes, sir. Okay, on Kick, the phone's about to die. It's at 15%. What's up, Bulto? Hey, Bulto, you've been to my stream before. What's up? Seigneur du Québec, c'est. Hey, Seigneur Québec, ça va bien, toi? Oui, je suis né ici, non. Yeah, big boy, ça. Hey, tout le monde, subscribe à mon canal YouTube, c'est le link, c'est dans le bio, c'est. Rejoins-moi dans mon voyage à devenir millionnaire. C'est le plus que Dieu te donne, le plus qu'il faut que tu donnes aux autres. C'est surtout les personnes que tu vois qui ont besoin d'aide, comme les sans-abri ou bien n'importe qui. Ça peut être quelqu'un dans ta famille ou des amis. Mais ça dépend. C'est parce que le monde, il va prendre davantage. Hey, exactly, I speak French. Hey, tu parles français, toi, est-ce que? T'es comme nous! Here? Everybody subscribe to my YouTube. Link is in the bio. The phone's at 14%. The phone's about to die. Let's just show off right here. Okay, so say hi to YouTube. YouTube's right here. And say hi to my phone holders. I made these. Hey, this is a car bearing. What I need to tell you. I made these. And here's my wardrobe section, and then here is the living room. Look here. I'm in love with the coco. So yeah, everybody subscribe to my YouTube. This was podcast episode. I don't know what. I have some notes, but it's like I'm always nervous to do this. But look at me now. The phones are dying and I'm still streaming. Because that's how I do it. I stream till the phone die. Oh, if you want to quit cigarettes, I've done it so many times this year. What's up? M from Canada. Hey, I'm from Canada too. Hey, look over there. Hey. So if you want to quit cigarettes, I would say if you already smoke Mary Jane, you're better off just stopping the cigarillos and just sticking with Mary Jane. And it helps to pray. If you talk to Jesus, if you have a conversation with Jesus, if you have a relationship with Jesus, you say, hey, Jesus and God, Heavenly Father, help me quit cigarettes. And I swear, this year alone, because I had quit first in 2014, and for 6 years I hadn't smoked. And then I think 2014 plus 2010. Shit. Well, this year alone, I started and stopped smoking cigarettes like 10 or 20 times. So I would say, you have to want to quit, you have to pray, and you have to it's a ongoing battle, because if you smoke cigarettes, it's every 30 minutes you would be smoking a cigarette. Anytime you eat some food, you will want to smoke a cigarette. If you have sex, you will want to smoke a cigarette. It's like every little thing, you know what I mean? So you have to just be strong, be willing, pray, and it's doable, everybody. You know, I guess it's just like this. Before I stream, I go look in the mirror and I talk to myself and I talk to God. I'm like, Heavenly Father, help me do this show. Give me strength, you know? And here we are. Make it look easy. Everyone thinks this is easy. It is not easy. It is not easy, everybody. To just make this shit up. Everyone thinks I'm just making this stuff, and which I am. I am making this stuff up, but it's just like I make it look like it's easy. My brother thinks this is easy. this is easy. It's not easy, okay? Because you go, I can do that too. No, you can't. I would like to see you try. No, it's not. So yeah, I would say everyone called me an idiot for believing the flat Earth, and now the more and more you look into it, the more and more is coming true. So I don't mean to toot my own horn, but hold on, let me get a horn. The best part is, uh, everyone was like, "Yo, you should take the thing," and I'm like, "Yo, I don't trust it." They're like, "No, no, you should take it. It's good for you." I'm like, the people that are telling you it's good for you, they're liars, bro. How do you expect me to trust liars with my life? They don't trust. You can't trust them. Plus, they're saying they have the cure for the biggest killer in the world. All of a sudden, in a couple of months. Come on now. So I'm a pure blood because I didn't trust that shit. So now, the sperm of pure bloods is actually worth more. The blood of pure bloods is actually worth more. Hey. So now every time I masturbate, I should like put them in like little containers and freeze it. Put it in the freezer because in case they take me out, I got I got little me's. Because I don't have kids. I need to get married. I need to marry like 3 wives. This is what I need to do. I got the hack. I need to convert to Islam. Even though, you know what? I was born Muslim, so I don't need to convert. But I need to find like 3 Muslim wives and get them all pregnant right away. Right away. Start early. Which I'm 42 now, so I need to start now. What I'm gonna do is, okay, everybody, don't take notes, but I would say, because I'm trying to not trust Islam, because Islam says eye for an eye. Jesus says forgive, right? Islam says kill. So I don't know about Islam anymore. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna marry them in the name of Islam, and say, yeah, and get them pregnant, and then I want to convert them to Christianity. Hell. Okay, hey, the phone's gonna die over here. It's at 5%. Ooh. Everybody, subscribe to my YouTube. God is real, karma is a bitch, Earth is flying stationary. Yes, sir. My notes right here. Yeah, because according to the Bible, we're in the last days of the last days of it's the prophecy of the end of days, apparently. So everybody, get your shit together. I don't know what's about to happen, but this is what I heard. So I don't know what to do, as far as you can't prepare for the end of the world. Wait, you're like, yo, buy a whole bunch of fucking groceries, get some canned goods, buy some chickpeas and shit. I don't know what to tell you, bro. If it's the end of the world, you can't prepare for the end of the world. Unless, because you hear about, this is what I remember. You hear about all these celebrities getting underground territories and stuff. They're getting underground tunnels and underground properties built. So they know something we don't know. The final days of the prophecy. Bitch. Shit. Underground bunkers. Yeah, that's the word. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, 2%. Jay, I'm surprised the phone is still alive. Everybody, subscribe to my YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next one. God is real. Karma is a bitch. Earth is flat and stationary, and the center of the universe. Thank you very much. Peace, everybody. Subscribe to my YouTube. Peace, 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 peace. Peace.